Is anybody surprised that the Zionazi government of Israel kidnaps children to force relatives to surrender? No, I'm not, because fascist governments like Israel will do anything to uh, gain an advantage, just like the Nazis during World War II, where they would kidnap kids in order to lure out their family members so that they can then shoot them down. The Israeli government has become the Fourth Reich, and that is kind of funny, being that, they are supposed to hate Nazis, but actually are pretty fine with Nazis. Look at how Netanyahu likes Elon Musk, a Nazi who did a Nazi salute. Look at the ADL, who's supposed to be against anti-Semitism, but defended Nazi Musk.
10-year-old Fatima picked up just a few of the many bullets left behind after Israeli forces stormed her home. They shot through her closet, her ceiling, even her pink dress did not escape the bullets. After that, a military commander questioned her.
How is this self-defense to go into a house, shoot it up, and then question the kids about stuff? How is that? How is the Israeli government defending themselves in this situation?
I was scared. They made us go downstairs, took my mother and father aside, then took me aside and questioned us. They asked me whose photo this was. I told them it was my uncle's. They asked whose car this was. I said it was my uncle's. Then they started smashing it and shooting at it in front of me.
Yeah, this is what the Nazis did during World War II to Jewish people. They would raid the houses, remove everybody, smash up the homes, steal what they wanted, and then kill the people or arrest them. The Israeli government has become Nazi Germany.
Israeli forces arrested 12-year-old Ahmed Addik, handcuffed him, and took his photo at gunpoint. They sent the image to his father via WhatsApp, a clear attempt to pressure him into surrendering. The Prisoners Affairs Authority monitors what it describes as horrific violations against Palestinian children.
Yeah, these are human rights abuses, and the Israeli government doesn't care because they're protected by one of the biggest human rights violators in the world, the United States, along with a few of its allies like the UK, Germany, and a few other nations that are still defending the Zionazi Israeli government.
When an Israeli military officer enforces collective punishment, it shows the racism and brutality of Israeli forces. I urge the Red Cross to boldly expose these crimes through official reports and push for a plan to stop the aggression against Palestinians.
These tactics are repeatedly used in the occupied West Bank, where human rights organizations have documented multiple cases of this kind.
The occupied West Bank, where Hamas doesn't exist, why is Israel sending troops into the West Bank when the West Bank is not part of what Hamas has been doing? This, again, shows this isn't about self-defense, but genociding the Palestinians and taking over their lands, which the Israeli government has already admitted to.
Detention of Palestinian children by the Israeli military may last a few hours, but the impact of psychological and physical torture can leave a long-term and often irreversible impact.
What is wild is that the hostages released by Hamas come out healthy, fed, and good condition, while the Palestinians released from Israeli prisons are always mutilated, tortured, starved, near death. Some of them are murdered in Israeli prisons, torture centers, and many people still want to act like the Israeli government is like the most democratic government in the Middle East and they're all about human rights and stuff, when that is far from the case. Even Israeli citizens have been protesting against Israeli torture centers.
Critics say this policy breaches international law, including the Convention on the Rights of the Child, which bans using children in conflict or political pressure.
Families are blackmailed by arresting children, forcing parents to surrender or risk the child's detention. The experience is terrifying, even briefly. Surrounded by soldiers, children are pressured to contact targeted relatives or face threats of death or abuse.
You would think that Hamas would be the ones doing this kind of stuff, being that Hamas is supposed to be the evil group, but the group that is violating human rights every single day, and it's been documented, is the supposed good guys just self-defending themselves.
This causes severe psychological harm with both immediate and lasting effects.
Israel hasn't commented on the allegations, but Palestinians say the policy continues unabated and with